In the previous video, we saw how commands can be grouped together into a script which can then be used as a command itself. In this video, we will see how to make sure that the user is running the script in the intended way and print an error message and abort the execution of the script if this is not the case. And this means that we need to execute some statements conditionally if the user attempts to use the script in an incorrect way. And we will use the if statement to accomplish this. So in Bash, it's possible to choose to do different things based on what the user inputs. For example, we might not want to run this frecklist.sh command at all unless the user actually gives an input file $1 and an output file $2. Because there's no way that we're going to be able to do anything useful unless we actually get those files as parameters. So what we do instead is to give the user an error message that they tried to use the script incorrectly, and then just abort the execution of the script. And let's just change the documentation to reflect this. So the variable $# tells you how many command line parameters were passed to this script. And we would of course want this to be equal to 2 because we need an input file and an output file. So to check that the value is actually 2, we're going to use the if statement. So if, and then inside brackets, we're going to write $# and not equal to 2. So in case we got a number of command line parameters that's not equal to 2, then we're going to print an error message. So echo error 2 command line arguments required. And then we're going to print another message saying how you should actually use this script. So frecklist.sh input text file and output frec file. And then because the user tried to use this script in an incorrect way, we're going to abort the execution using the exit command. And we're going to say exit 1. The number 1 here is an exit code. The normal exit code is 0, and when something goes wrong, you usually give an exit code 1. And there are other more specialized exit codes as well, but these are the basic ones. Okay, then we still need to close off this if statement. And to do that, we write a final fi for final. And now it's customary to indent the commands inside an if statement a little bit to make the script a little bit more readable. So let's just indent these 2 characters each. Okay, so let's save this and let's just test this. So I'm first going to call the script frecklist.sh without any arguments. Well, now it does give me this error message that 2 command line arguments are required, and then it prints out this message about how the script is actually supposed to be used. And then I can also check that I got an abnormal exit code. So the exit code of the last process is stored in a variable called question mark, and I can print its value using echo $? And this one prints 1, which means that the exit code of the previous command was the abnormal code 1. Okay, so let's run this command again, but this time with the proper arguments. So lifeofb.txt, and then we're going to store this in a lifeofb.frec file. And hit enter. Now we can see that this goes through without any error messages. And if we check this exit code, $? Again, we can see that it's 0 this time, which means that the command was executed properly. So this $? Variable is called an environment variable, and we'll talk more about those in another video this week. Great, let's go back to Emacs. Emacs reclist.sh. And there are a few conventions that people usually do when writing their scripts. And one is that you don't mention the name of the program in the printouts, because if someone happens to rename your script, it may become confusing. So that's why you typically substitute the concrete program name with the variable $0. So here in the printout, we substitute this reclist.sh with $0. And this $0 always refers to the script name. So let's try it. Save the file and exit. And then let's run reclist again without arguments. And nice, it still prints this reclist.sh name for us.